society like to fool women into believing that they have an expiration date. I don't think women do. I apologize. I'm sorry. No woman on this planet can have an expiration date. Okay, men do. Men, on the other hand, they have an expiration date. Their expiration date is that at some point, for some reason, their genital is not going to be in service. It's going to need extra help, like Viagra. So meaning that at some point they won't be able to hold an erection. So if that is not an expiration date, you tell me. I don't know what that is. I believe that is an expiration date. How come you were functioning well to a point where you cannot function well anymore? What makes you a man? You cannot get it up. Okay, you are going, it's called ED, erectile dysfunction. Okay, that shows that a man has reached his expiration date, but because of modern medicine, they have medication like Viagra that are saving them. And these men would turn around and tell women that you guys have an expiration date, okay, or you've hit the wall. So hitting a wall is a terminology or a slang in America whereby they say that a woman is no longer attractive. She has passed her prime, meaning she's no longer in her prime. No men want her. So they call that hit the wall, not looking attractive as usual. I get it. This is the rhetoric that men like to throw around at women. But I'm here to tell these men that I'm sorry. No woman on this planet can have an expiration date, because no matter how unattractive you may think she is always going to be useful to a man out there. There is one of you, a man, who is begging for her attention. But there isn't a woman out there begging for your attention, especially if you have ED. Do you think she's going to beg for your attention? I'm sorry, I don't think she will. She won't beg for your attention. On the contrary, she would like to get rid of you and get a real man in bed. Well, everything doesn't boil down to the bedroom activities, but I'm just saying, if you want to be a cocky without a cock, because at that point you don't have a cock, your cock is out of service. So therefore, it's like, women out there, I just want to let you guys know that don't let a man bring you down. You need to know your value. You need to know the value. You don't bring anything to the table because you are the prize, and you shall always remain the prize. Okay, when it comes to a value statement, or what do you bring to the table, you mean how broke you are. Any man that asks a woman what a woman brings to the table, he doesn't know the value that a woman holds. Simple as that. There isn't a normal man out there that would look at a woman and say, what do you bring to the table, my dear? Don't you think, okay, you need to bring something to the table? You mean monetary value? Is that why you're asking her what job she does, how much she makes a year? You want to find out about her tax bracket, her tax income? What are we talking about? Aren't you man enough to be a man, to be a provider and a protector? Or you just want to be the what? What is it? The protector, but not the provider. It doesn't make sense. When men go around trying to, diss women into believing that, they need to settle for less. I feel as if this is a manipulation tactic whereby they are going to tell women that, you have an expiration date. You are no longer attractive. When they talk about expiration date, biologically, they are not talking about a woman's egg, how losing function in terms of childbearing. Women do have a time clock, not an expiration date. That's why. So I don't know how men understand or want to interpret this by calling women you've hit the wall. I don't understand it. I don't align with this terminology. But some men may come on my channel and argue that, well, how come at certain age you cannot bear children anymore because your eggs are no longer, viable? You mean that her biological clock? Women have a biological clock. Get it? But she doesn't have an expiration date. If you want to get into the anatomy and the physiology of this, we can talk about it. I don't mind. Yeah, at a certain age, the older you get, the older your egg gets, the more likely it is for you to have children with a lot of medical conditions, okay, like Down syndrome, trisomy 21, okay, things like that. But other than a woman having a time clock in terms of a childbearing age, but what makes you think every woman wants to bear children? So this argument doesn't work, because what makes you think women want to bear children? That's the question. Most women do not want to bear children because of the behavior of you men. Okay, they are resorting to going to sperm bank, by the way, if they barely want to bear children. And if they have reached a point where they cannot bear children, they can have surrogate. Remember, most women are successful these days. Women have money these days. So if they want a child that bad, if they have missed the window of bearing children because they put their career first, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, they can always make a way. If they want it bad enough, they can always make a way. So you cannot use this against us. Do you understand me? All right. No woman on this planet can hit an expiration date, because no matter how old you are, you will forever remain young for one old man. If you are 50, 20-year-old, 30-year-old, or 40-year-old will say, well, men will say, well, you are old. That is to them. But guess what? A 60-year-old will say, oh my gosh, she's so young because I'm 10 years older than her. How about that? So where's your argument? How are you going to debunk this argument? You have no point to argue. Red pill rhetoric. I don't understand it. And I don't want to understand. I'm sorry. Because I do not align with delusional. So therefore, the argument is not in your favor. If this was a debate whereby you're trying to debunk my theories, you are not going to lose, because I'm going to eat you up and spit you. You cannot come at a woman like that. Expiration date here, it is a fearmonger, tactics that these men want to use on women to make sure that they settle. Do not settle for less. I'm sorry. There's no way you should settle just because, oh my God, I'm running out of time. My eggs are fried. What if you bear children for the wrong man? Have you thought of that? Yeah, there are consequences that comes from it. So what are you going to do? If you bear children for a man that do not deserve for you to bear children by, he's going to leave you a single mom, leave you struggling, leave you taking care of his own offspring. Now what are you going to do? These men will turn around and say you are a single mom, you are not desirable, you have baggage. If you don't have children, they say, well, you have chosen your career over bearing children. So it's like, make it make sense. You don't have to make it make sense to them. They need to make it make sense to you, because you, the woman, you are living the life that you want, the life that you always wanted, which is not settling for less. Do you understand? So therefore, it's like when women have children, they use it against them. When you don't have children, they use it against you as well. So it seems as if there isn't a way. There isn't a way for those women that listen to men. You shouldn't listen to them. Do you understand me? Yeah, there isn't a way for you if your behind is listening to these men, because they will never align with you. Simple as that. Oh, I cannot date a single mother. That's a lot of baggage. Do you understand me? I'm going to look for a single woman. But that single woman that this guy is claiming that he prefers, there's nothing wrong with him preferring a woman with no child, okay? I get it. That is his preference. I'm not against his preference, but I'm against the hypocrisy that goes with it. Meaning, this man who claims that, and I quote, I don't want to date a single mother, there's no problem, my dear. But he is going to turn around and render another woman a single mother. He is going to dump his seed somewhere and render another woman who wasn't a single mother, and give her all the baggage. Now, what are we talking about? I thought you said your standard was so high to a point where you couldn't align with a single mother. No problem. But now, why did you render her a single mother? I can never understand that. Delusion is not something I like to align with. So make it make sense. I don't understand this, and I don't wish to understand. Again, uncommon theories, uncommon answer. My name is Rose, and I shall always remain the Rose that you know. Thank you.